Ooh, everyone is early. I love early comers. Welcome, guys. Great to see everyone coming on time. So, no need to play music or wait. I guess we're going to have a fantastic conversation today. Um, Let me just try and get the speakers up on here first, and we kick off. No need to wait. Thanks, guys, for coming early. Uh, IQ, you're here already. Thank you more for being here early. Um, Please come on stage. Give me a second, guys. I'm just getting everyone up. While I do that, it's so amazing to see such a strong meme community from Pi In already everywhere. Like you guys are early comers, or you guys are coming in numbers. Amazing. Yeah. So Joy, you're welcome. IQ, you're welcome. Benjamin is not here yet. Pi Podcast is not here yet. Pi In community handle, Ben. Is Ben here? Hi, Joy. Can you unmute your mic?
Hi, Udi. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Can you
wanted.
hear me?
Okay, great, great. Okay, Ben has joined. I wanted to confirm if Ben is on space.
Okay.
Ben, can you say hi? Your microphone keeps, going on and off. Pi In community. Okay. Hey, IQ, the legend.
Hi, Woody.
You there? Hey, hey, hey. It's so nice to hear you after a long while.
Yeah, we haven't talked for a while.
Right. How's it going over in Australia?
It's pretty good. It's winter time now.
Oh, winter. Oh, great, 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 great. I don't know what season it is over here in Nigeria, but it's rainy sometimes and sunny sometimes. Maybe
Yeah.
somewhere in between. uh, so it's been quite a while. We had a space, and then we used to do lots of spaces in 2022. In fact, we both started this whole, Pi Network Spaces thing together with Pi and the Metaverse. In case everyone is not aware, I think the first Pi Network space that happened on Twitter was Pi and the Metaverse, and IQ and High, we had a very, very fantastic conversation, and IQ educated the whole community about Metaverse, the prospect of Pi Network, and it was just such a delight to, have that conversation. And from there, the trend of Twitter Spaces in Pi Network started, and look where we are now. I mean, so much of spaces going on in the community. I mean, big ups to IQ, yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, that was the first one.
Mm-hmm. So, let's just do a quick introduction before we go into the topic. Prospect of meme coins in Pi Network Open Mainnet. So everyone knows, I'm Woody. I'm your community guy, as I've always been. Doing stuff, lots of great stuff with the great team at Pi Revolution community, and we've been responsible for a lot of uh, you know culture shifting activities in the global Pi community, and we've really really had fun just serving the community with different initiatives. And yeah, anything community, that's me. I'm there. I really love interacting with pioneers. I'm very enthusiastic about the Pi project and general, vision for Web3, and that's what we do every day. Yeah, and so I would like IQ to give an introduction, and then Joy.
Yes, hi everyone. My name's IQ. As Woody said, I've been known for talking about Metaverse and trying to get a startup done for Metaverse. I've been talking to a lot of VCs to get funding, and nothing's come about so far. But hopefully, in open mainnet, we'll be able to fund ourselves with our own Pi coins. I also have a YouTube channel. It's youtube.com IQ_metaverse, where I make Pi Network videos all the time. So if you ever want to check out some information about Pi Network, you can check out my channel on YouTube.
Joy, are you there?
Hi, yeah. Hello, everyone. And I'm Joy. Is one of the Pi Inc. community builders, and it's it's my honor to be invited by the organizers to participate in the space meeting hosted by Mr. Udi. I'm really thrilled and cherish the opportunities to discuss the relevant topics so with several prominent figures in crypto industry and Pi network community, like Mr. Udi, Bob, IQ, like our poster said, Benjamin. I didn't see him right now. So I'm very happy. And I know Mr. Udi is from Pi Network. I'm one of the Thai miners in China here, but I'm not very lawyer. Yeah, I'm not lawyer Pi pioneers as I am not being consistently lighting the flash tab as the project required. But it's good thing is I know some famous KOLs like Mr. Odi about Pi Network, so it's my good chance to learn more information about Pi Network and also just to share some of my Pi Inc. communities with everyone. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome, great to meet you, Joy. Uh, let's have Pi in community. Introduce yourself, please.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Pi in community handle. I think Ben is behind that handle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to introduce himself.
Uh, you mean Benjamin?
No, the Pi in community handle.
Oh, um,
That's that's Ben, right? Ben is the name of the person behind that account, right?
I I'm not sure. You can ask him, right? Benjamin, I know Bob. I mean, I know Wesley. I'm not sure if they're same person or different person.
Sorry, Bob. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it's Bob, not Ben.
Okay. I Bob is a playing community, right? Which avatar is him?
Yeah,
Which is avatar is him? Okay.
yeah, but he's not speaking. He unmuted his mic. You unmuted your mic, but we can't hear you, Bob.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Maybe we just can continue and that. Okay. He's here. Okay.
Go on, Bob. Bob, are you there? He may be having some connectivity issues. All right. While he sorts that out, Benjamin is here. Big Ben, uh, kindly introduce yourself, please. We're so happy to have you.
Hello and good morning, Woody. Good morning,
GM.
everyone on the speaker level. Think this is my first privilege of um, having a chat alongside them. So for me, this is very much a privilege and the first time to have the opportunity to rub minds with them. GM, everyone. My name is Benjamin Zubai Ali. Um, I am the co-founder of the Blockchain Financial Intelligence Masterclass. I also run an educational space, the Faculty Hub, and I'm also one of the founders of the Pi TechZ project. It's always a privilege to be here. Always a privilege to be here, most especially alongside Woody. History has proven that sessions like this are always rewarding and fulfilling. So thank you, Woody, for having me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ben. Ben is a old timer in the space as well. We've had a lot of spaces in 2022, when we started this trend of Planet Talk Twitter spaces. And, he's also one of the pioneers that was there, to pioneer the conversations regarding, value for pi and different educational content. He always speaks greatly regarding the education in Pi Network. We're very happy to have you here, Ben. So Agua just joined us. I guess that's Bob. That's Bob. Right. Can you introduce yourself?
Uh, it's me. So my name is Agua, and I invest. I'm a crypto investor. Uh, I have joined Pine community for about 8 months, over 8 months actually. So I used to be a meme coin investor. Instead of being a instead of being a crypto investor, I would call myself a meme coin investor. I invest Shiba Inu and Floki style at very early stage, and I made a lot of profit from those coin, but I lost a lot of money from the valuable coin instead. So I would prefer to be a meme coin. So I joined Pine community. I see the amazing community. I see the very potential community, and I would like to stand. I'm not a very I'm not very familiar with Pi Network before, but when I joined Pi community, I can see wow, that's an amazing community. That's what a great job has the Pi Network and Pi community. What have they done? So I would like to stand as a crypto investor to talk about my understanding about Pi and Pi Network. Thank you.
Thank you, Agua. It was good to hear from you. You're a true DJ like me. Right.
Yeah.
So, over to why we're having this conversation, like, in the current space, there are uh, lots of meme activities in other ecosystem, especially with the new, viral sensation of Telegram, um, tap to earn games, or just Telegram mini app games generally, and how it has created this hype with the usual trend of animal meme coins. We have the dogs that just launched recently, and there are some that are based on rats, hamsters, and goats and different animal meme coins, and the medium through which people are engaging these meme coins now are kind of different from the medium that investors usually engage with meme coins. Like Agua just stated, like we usually invest money and just buy these coins, these tokens of exchanges. But now with the Telegram thing, it's like a different medium of engagement, a different way for people to participate, and this kind of like has gone more viral to have more people participating with meme coins through this um, tap to earn thing, which is like a variation of the mobile earning mechanism, which we all know was brought into the mainstream by Pi Network. Pi Network really established this culture of mobile earning by using your phones, and now it's everywhere. So we're looking at what's what would the prospect be for meme coins in Pi Network. As we all know, Pi Network is a project that from the inception has been heavily focused on being utility oriented. It's building a project, an ecosystem that deviates from the traditional norms of how the blockchain industry has been, whereby um, projects primarily live for the utility of exchanges, and uh, and um, and how that has not actually helped the case of mass adoption for crypto. And now Pi Network is focusing on something that can be useful for the common masses on a long term. Now that was, I think that was the philosophy that helped this mobile mining mechanism go very viral. We have over 60 million pioneers. But now this same mechanism of mobile mining has now in a different format, but quite similar on Telegram, adopted the trend of memes. And so we're having the mobile money mechanism and we're having memes working together, and they are also going very, very viral. You have of millions of participants, engaging with these meme games on Telegram. So now it's begging the question, as we are very, very close to Pi Network Open Mainnet, what's what's the prospect for meme coins like? What will it be when we go into open mainnet and the culture of memes are coming into the ecosystem? What's it going to be like? This is the kind of conversation that it's very, very interesting. I'm not sure this conversation has been had before, so we're having a very, very unique and helpful conversation for the whole community, and so happy that we have wonderful speakers who can do justice to this. So let's talk. IQ Benjamin, let's have a go at this thing.
Well, I didn't speak English for a long time, so if there is a
Mhm.
misunderstanding, feel free to ask me. Like my understanding about Pi, I know Pi is focused on the utility, like it's focused on the utility, but every chain need a meme coin. Every chain needs a meme coins. As we can say, Ethereum was no like there are so many contracts before, like Ethereum is well known as contract as DeFi, the anything like that. But 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 like the the greatest time for the Ethereum is when the Shiba Inu, when the zoo coins come up. So you can say the meme coin brings so much users, brings so many users to the Ethereum chain. So brings the most user ever, more than even more than the DeFi, even more than any like utilities you can say. So I would say that the meme coin is the most useful, is the most great utility than ever than any other utility. Personal understanding is like is the most useful to bring people here. Why would I? Some people don't have like Pi coins. Why would they like buy Pi coins. They can say there are so many great meme coins there. So I have to join them. For that's the most of people. Why would they join a new chain? So as well as the Solana chain, why Solana chain has become so popular in this burn run? We can say because of there are
Hello,
so many
hello,
new
hello.
meme coins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi. A new chain. So as well as the Solana chain, why Solana chain becomes so popular in this front run? We can say because of there are so many new meme coins. Yeah. Yeah. Why they join
Okay.
a new chain? So as well as the Solana chain, why Solana chain becomes so popular in this front run? We can say because of there
Uh,
are so many new
am
meme
I
coins. Yeah.
am I the only one hearing a replay of Agua?
Well, I can keep going. I feel I can hear back background noisy from Bob. So yeah,
Okay,
I
okay. Oh,
yeah I'm not sure. Did you get my point, Woody? Like
yeah, I did.
Bitcoin is yeah, yeah, definitely. Meme coin is the like it's one ecosystem they must have. So if Picoin, we like Pine can be the first meme coin, can be the first ever meme coin. So we know people. We can say it has been 5 years. It has been 6 years for Pi Network. So there it has been like there are less and less people talking about pineapple, so we need more attention. Like Pine is doing for pineapple. If pineapple supporting Pine, we can like Pine can even bridge to pineapple PyChain when Pi open the mainnet. So that's what we can do. We can be the first meme coin. We can be the meme coin who has the real culture for the pineapple, who can represent the real pineapple for the that's what we can do, and we can bring like there is always bias for me personally. I have bias to pineapple before I joined Pine community. I don't know what is that. I feel it's just a free mining for it's just a free mining, so I don't know. I have bias personally, to be honest. But when I join pineapple, I feel when I joined Pi, I feel this is amazing community. This is a great like this is the greatest community I've ever seen. It's even stronger. I have built Shiba Inu before. I joined Shiba Inu. I'm an early investor of Shiba Inu coin, like Shiba coin before, but it's the it's even stronger. The community is even stronger than the Shiba coin, so it can do even better. I believe when Pi opens the mainnet, it can even do better. It can be a top five market cap in the crypto market. So what we can do, like what Pi can do is bring more people like every chain need a meme coin. Like Ethereum is great because of the meme coin. Solana is great because of meme coin. In the future, Pi has to have its own meme coin. So Pi can be the first and ever, and we can do more before it open the mainnet, and we can do so much things. And feel free to talk. You guys are feel free to talk as well.
Yeah, I'm not denying, the value of community, of which meme coin, meme coins usually have interesting community behaviors whereby they are just like full degenerates, and they're just so free. They just do creative things just for the culture, just to keep the hype going. I mean, there's definitely value that comes with that traffic and all that attention and all that stuff. But when you refer to ecosystems like Solana and all that, and how they became great because of memes, but I'm gonna ask how great, right? How great do they at what level have their greatness peaked, and what's still missing, right? So meme coins can do something, but how do you compare and contrast what meme coins can do, maybe in terms of the community value and all that, with what a utility ecosystem can do for global adoption of crypto. So this is the comparisons that I would like these conversations to have. Um, Benjamin, what do you think about its angle that Agua just took the conversation to?
Okay. Just like the first speaker have said, the history of meme coin revolves around two important futures. The first is internet sensation, and the second thing is the community around that internet sensation. Whether so, pretty much, I think the potential of a meme ecosystem on top of the Pi layer one or around the Pi ecosystem, uh, the possibilities is limitless. That's the truth. The possibility is limitless, owing to the fact that when we talk about a striving, active community, not a passive community, not a community that pretty much wakes up around sensitive timelines of the market cycle. And when the market cycle is no longer favorable, we pretty much hibernate. No, this is not the Pi community that we have seen for the past 2 to 3 years, thereabout. I think pretty much close to 4 years, because let me start with the community when we were post 10 million, which pretty much was at Q4 of 2021 up to Q1 of 2022. So what do we need? Pretty much internet sensations. So what is internet sensation? Pretty much um, um, animation characters that everybody knows. Um, um, information that everybody will accept. Um, Something that pretty much cut across geographical boundary. That's pretty much what we have seen around most of the thriving and successful meme solutions. But one thing again that I will beg to differ from the last uh, person is that the Pi coin itself uh, uh, can be successful as a meme. Very much the technicalities around the Pi blockchain and its ecosystem put it way, permit me to use the word, way above the meme leagues. Because outside Dodge, only I think Dodge is the only meme coin or the meme narrative that was built on its blockchain. Pretty much most meme narratives are existing on top of an open source blockchain. So pretty much when I mean open source layer one blockchain, I'm referring to the Cardano, I'm referring to the Ethereum, I'm referring to the Tron, I'm referring to Binance, and the list go on. And pretty much at the layer one level, pretty much in as much as the Pi is pretty much built on the Stellar Consensus Protocol, the Pi is one protocol of itself. So pretty much the possibilities of solutions being built on that base kernel, which will give rise to layer two solutions, pretty much the potential of even a layer three solution, because for instance, Solana is a layer two of Ethereum, and pretty much there are solutions blockchain wise that are being on the works to be built on top of layer two, giving us the idea of a potential layer three. So pretty much there should be a base layer for pretty much what we have seen from the past that has given room for main solutions to thrive. And in as much as existing blockchain is important, like Shiba Inu being built on Ethereum and the rest of them being built on Ton, Pepe, the list go on. An active, not passive community is also an integral part of the success of a meme narrative. I mean, as Woody was talking, I was just wrapping my head around. Like a meme, like Nico, having Nicholas, the the normal attire of Nicholas. We all know that Nick oftentimes comes with his glasses, right? So pretty much we can have an animative character around Nicholas. We can call it Nico, we can call it Nick as a meme, sensation. And that's just the trick. That's just the secret. Somebody can do a research into uh Dr. Fenn's house or Nicholas' house. Do Nicholas have a pet? Yes. What's the name of that pet? Is it a dog or is it a cat? Uh, does Nicholas have fantasies? What is it? A few research around this can bring about vital information that will be readily acceptable to the community, courtesy of the fact of who is this sensation affiliated to. Pretty much, this is how we've seen. We've seen the like of Mochi, Toshi around as pets of the owner of the base blockchain. And pretty much, we have seen Pepe, we have seen Andy, we have seen Nogwai as sensational character around the internet space. Pretty much, we may see sensation around Sponge Box. The list go on. The first two things that are very integral to the success of meme narratives is first a community. In the past, we have not seen community as active as us because even through the enclosed mainnet, we have been grinding, we have been collaborating, we have been brainstorming. Then what will be, I mean, that will be the list of what we'll do at Open Mainnet. That's one. The fact that the primary narrative of the ecosystem is not built around markets makes it even more spicier because markets go dormant at some phases of the bull season, or rather of the market season, technically the bear season. So pretty much if our primary marketplaces, which is revolving around what's the word, around monetizing attention and memes suddenly is built around community attention, and we are monetizing bartering, we are monetizing dApps. It means that alongside the established narratives, which is crypto market, there are untapped narratives wherein any meme that were built on the ecosystem can tap. And pretty much we may have a meme that is relevant all through the season. How about um, in the tokenomics of this meme, it brings about what we call all inclusiveness. We have existing and potential utilities, right? And pretty much if these utilities are being given a hand of collaboration, a hand of fellowship. So pretty much whatever you do around these utilities, this meme tokenomics or the 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 allocation formula for this meme cut across not only us at the community level, but it also cut across those who are at the development level, those who are running utilities. For instance, you request for a tax on workforce pool, you get rewarded with a meme. You accept the tax on workforce pool, you get rewarded with a meme. You hit a threshold on high chain mall, you get incentivized with a meme. And we begin to see some intersections and interlockings of different cycle of active partnership. I mean, I can go on and think of the potential of a meme around our based ecosystem, and it's limitless. The only thing that I know is anybody who pretty much want to put forward such concept, two things are very important. You have to choose an internet sensation that has already melted the heart of the internet participants, or you choose a character that even though may be new, will be easily acceptable to us. Characters around Nicholas, characters around Dr. Feng. Pretty much, I don't think there's any pioneer that will give it a thumbs down. Now, that acceptability is dynamic in itself. That acceptability will spur and drive a lot of speculations in season and out of season. So pretty much, Woody, there's a lot to be said. I mean, we are going to break it down. I think we're gonna have different cycles of meme galores, season, in season, and out of season. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it just answers the question like, can can memes also be welcomed in, such a utility focused ecosystem? I mean, which from what Ben just said, it's yes. But he also noted that, as with every market season, memes are also subjected to, the rise and fall of the different seasons in the market and all of that. And but it's curious to see how, memes will behave in these seasons within the Pi ecosystem. Maybe not all memes, maybe some memes may be different. I mean, I don't think anybody can really predict how the behavior of memes would be in such a utility focused ecosystem, because we don't have such an ecosystem yet. We don't have an example to look at. And Ben noted about collaborations, how collaborations can change the narrative. When memes try to when meme um, narratives try to give utility for their token, maybe they come up with just one thing that the users will engage with and get the memes as a reward, or they collaborate with an already existing utility product, and the participants in that product get the memes as reward. And here, note that we have an ecosystem that is filled with abundant utilities. I mean, the community is building different kind of utilities that are quite unique in the Web3 space, because it's kind of like creating the effects of Web2 in Web3. And so memes are going to have like a wide range of options of utilities, creative utilities that they can collaborate with and give more value to the token. So it's a very interesting angle, very so many things to pick out and see how memes will be welcomed uh, in the Pi ecosystem. And that acceptance is key. Ben noted about the different factors that can influence the acceptance of memes in the ecosystem. You mentioned about, memes that mimic the characters of the Pi founders, or something that, people can relate with. But I just want to add to that also that I think, regardless, even if it's not a character of the founder, or something that already exists, if it's something that is new, like Ben said, I think the community is just the greatest key to unlocking that acceptance. I mean, if the community really does well, I mean, it's one thing that has made Pi network so great today is how the pioneers have done so much. They've grinded so hard in the testnet phase and closed mainnet phase. They've done lots of work, and as Ben rightly noted, when open mainnet comes, what we have done will just be the least of it. We have so much more work to do. So the community is a very, very strong backbone in how, the final product will be received, and this goes for the names that are going to be on the Pi ecosystem as well. I would like to hear IQ's, commentary on this um, angle of discussion as well. How memes can be welcomed in such a utility focused ecosystem, if at all they will be welcomed. IQ, what you got?
Yeah, well, as far as memes go, or mem coins and tokens, you're essentially just talking about a token in most cases. And, in cryptocurrency, we've tend to, we're typically doing a couple of things with it. We're either doing sort of trading with it under DeFi, or like you've been talking about how a token will have utility, right? And that utility can be many, many different things. When it comes to mem coins, a lot of these things launch without actually any utility behind them. But saying that, one of the, as we've discussed already as well, one of the things that mem coins bring into the space for Pi is, this trading of familiarity, right? So, like the saying, if you pick some popular mem or, a cat or a dog or whatever, your mem token's going to do, it kind of can bring in additional community and additional users that might not normally look at Pi, right? Because you get the hype behind the coin, right? Now, the problem is, though, with the mem tokens is if they don't have any utility, then you get the trading, of the coins, because people are trying to extract value from doing the trades, and over time, this tends to not work out very well. So, while it's great to bring in the community initially, what we want to do though is retain that community, right? So, what we want to do is hopefully have the mem coins that we create be more of providing some sort of utility, right? And like we know, at the moment we don't really know what Pi is going to be or anything like that. So until we get the open mainnet, and these mem coins can be totally anything, but they're very, very attractive at the start, right? So they can definitely build our community that way.
Right. So the community value still, still tops it. I mean, it's, uh, I mean, Pi is not an open mainnet yet, so we don't have like the um, ideal examples that are, live and trading on Pi for us to make references to. But I mean, what will a meme community? What will a meme community look like in ecosystem? Right now, we're all familiar with how the community in Pi network is, our behaviors, what we do, what we discuss about. Either these pioneers are discussing about the marketplace apps and the different kind of apps that they are going to spend Pi on, or these pioneers are talking about price of Pi, speculating, and we have pioneers organizing physical events in different countries to facilitate bartering of goods and services with Pi. And like so, our behavior as a community is kind of very, very unconventional, different from how the traditional crypto space communities have been, whereby it's just about the speculation of pump and dump and all that. But when we discuss about Pi, we're discussing either about the utilities or even the offline trading of goods and services, and even when we're talking about prices, we all know the price conversation has been really, really big since 2022. We have the GCP talk and all that. But when we talk about prices, it's also noteworthy that we don't talk about prices in the sense of pump and dump, right? We still see the community because of that orientation. They talk about price from the angle of this is the price. This is a price that can be good for trading of goods and services. This is a price that can be sustainable. And they're not talking about price from the angle of price going up, take profit, price coming down, buy again, and up and down. You see, it's a very different kind of conversation. The behavior of the Pi community is very, very different if you want to analyze the behavior down to details. Now, what will a mean community look like in open mainnet? What would be the behavior of main communities? Already, we all see these guys who are like the front runner of being a pie meme. The pie in guys. I mean, I must say, at first, you know, I was I was a bit annoyed. The pie in have been they've been reading my tweets on Twitter since probably December last year. And at first, I was annoyed and thinking, who are these guys who are always commenting in mass numbers under my tweets? But from annoyance, it went to like, okay, I was a bit intrigued and I was admiring their tenacity, how persistent they were, the commitment. For so long, they just keep pushing the meme narrative, and I think that behavior, commitment to behave in such a way for a long time, it really won me over, and I was really really impressed and inspired. That, whoa, look at this guy. It reminded me of how the whole GCV thing was playing out in 2022, and pioneers for so long just kept on going at it, going at GCV, doing barter events, doing different things just to push that GCV narrative for so long. The commitment was extraordinary, and it brought so much attention, value, and different kind of value to the pie community, whereby pioneers started believing in a higher value for their pie, and different kind of positive things came out of it, right? So when I see this behavior from pie community, it just reminds me of decent behavior from back then, and I'm curious as to how this would manifest when the community probably expands in open mainnet. I mean, if the project is successful. So I'm curious, what do we think the behavior of meme community would be like in open mainnet at the center of all the utility, at the center of the focus being on utilities and all that stuff. So how would this behavior be, or how should it be? I would like to hear IQ go on that again.
Yeah, from the for the start of it, we've all seen the Pie In guys, posting everywhere and that. And from the very first thing the first thing I think of is it would be great for them to be well, I know they're looking at bridging as a Pi across and all that. So for starters, they're looking at bridging a potential community from BTC and Solana across. So there's already immediate positives from the very get-go, right? And then we need to build utility after that. If I can bring up another mem coin, right? I don't know if people will know FEG, right? Which
Okay.
is Feed Every Gorilla. They're on BSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So they've been around for a
Yeah.
lot of time. Been a bit controversial as well, because their price has gone down. But in the end, though, they always had utility in the background that they were building, right? And what their utility is smart DeFi, right? And that's where they're taking the technology gap out of making smart contracts, right? So they have a platform now that anybody can go on and simply using their smart DeFi, they can make their own coins, their own mem coins, tokens, whatever they're building, and they don't really need the underlying technology skills to actually know how to create smart contracts. All right, so this is a very, very beneficial thing, and these are the types of because it doesn't really matter if you're a mem coin or not. It kind of just really matters if you have any utility back behind you, because now with the mem coins, it's great initially because we get all the hype and all that, and everyone gets excited about it, and everyone's in it. Everyone's getting the coins, getting the tokens, and everything. But you want to sustain that community, right? And also, I kind of feel with Pi as well, we're a bit more protected against sort of memcoin scams and stuff like that because because of our KYC process, everyone's kind of out in the open, right? So when you create these tokens, you can't sort of just create them and then just disappear again, right? Everyone knows who everyone is. So that's kind of a good place.
Yeah. Yeah, that angle of people just creating a meme coin, because like we can see it very well on Solana. It's very, very easy to build a token on
Yeah.
Solana, and I mean, the blockchain is very, very flexible and accommodating for builders to just launch
Yeah, even
meme
with Peg
coins
as
anytime
well.
they want.
Peg's the same. Like anybody can be creating these coins still. And they've just made it easier for people to do it now. So
Right, right. Now there comes the angle of security. Like if it's happening so much, so many people doing, uh, how do you spot? How do you know which ones are worth participating in or giving your attention to? Because there are a lot of rug pulls. There are a lot of I I dread to think of what rug pulls would be like on Pi ecosystem. That's if there are no strong preventative measures against that. But yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's great with the pie-in guys because it's essentially we kind of know who they are. Like there's actual faces to the project and all that. They're building on a couple of chains, but when they actually come over into Pi Network in Open Mainnet, right? Well, Pi Network's going to know them through and through. They're going to know their addresses, their country IDs, everything about them. They'll know. Right? So it's going to be a more transparent process, I feel, on the Pi Network.
Oh, hold on. Are you saying that you know people building tokens on Pi, they wouldn't be able to do that anonymously,
No, of course not, because you'll be minting them through your own wallet.
right?
Right? And
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so we because of
That's
the
a good
yeah because of
angle.
the KYC process, you're not going to be able to run anywhere.
That's a game changer in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and see, and,
All
and
right.
with the pie-in guys, right? They have I assume their supply is already limited, right? So I don't know if they can create more tokens or anything like that. But that's to say they have their tokens set.
Well, yeah,
When
from
they bridge across into Pi Network, right? They will still need a wallet on the Pi Network to interface with, right? Even though uh, typically with a bridge process, right, you sort of burn token, well, actually, you lock up tokens on one side and then you mint them on the other side, right? So there's still that minting
Well,
process with the
right,
wallet.
yeah.
right. What's
Yeah. Off you go. Mm.
no? I just wanted to invite Joy. There are lots of there's some concerns that just went on to Pi in, and I think either you, Agua, yeah, or Joy. I wanted to invite one of you to speak on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I would like to introduce more information about Pine and what can Pine do for the Pi chain as well. So the Pine was born as an accident. So it's on the Bitcoin chain. Like I don't know you guys know or do know says about that, but it's a BRC20 token. So the most interesting thing about BRC20 is it's immutable, so it only have one token. So it can't be changed. So there is no contract on the Bitcoin chain. So that's the most interesting thing. And every token you made, every token, like there is a fixed, the total supply is fixed as a very initial. So every token you mint has a cost. So the cost was very high. It cost like the market cap of Pi is about $18 million, but the cost is $1 million. So you have to do the gas auction to mint the token. So it's the fairest way. We can figure out like in the future, like Pi is a represent like we would call why some meme coin would go die directly after like 1 or 2 days. Why some meme coin can like Shiba Inu can go very high market cap. So the difference is culture. So Pine is trying to like spread the culture of pineapple. So we can say like the pioneers are working very hard. We can say pioneers are very like they are doing great in the last 5 years. They didn't even give up so many like for this long time. So the Pine community is spread the culture of Pine network. So like it can be the like the it can be the first one. It can be the first crypto for the Pi to in the crypto market. I would say so. And it can also like Pine is born in the Pine ERC20 in the future. Like if it bridge to the can work, it can be a like if it works well, it can be a new. I would say it can be a new utility for the Pi network. So, you can launch a token on the BRC20 on the Bitcoin chain. So it's the furthest way to launch token. So it's not there is no DEV, no team, just the community. So I joined Pine like after 1 month it has been minted. So it's all after like it can be a new way for the Pi chain to work with the Bitcoin chain. So maybe you launch on the Bitcoin chain and bring back to the Pi chain. So imagine how Pi coins work with Bitcoin. Like it's definitely a new way. So Pi can be the first one, and Pi in the like we also like all the Pi. I would say all the crypto market has no Pi in, has no Pi. So we can like firstly we are like separate the culture of Pi, and in the future like uh again like what how Pi can make the open mainnet sooner, how Pi can make so we can let more people know what is Pi what like Pi can make more people know what is Pi. So sorry, I'm a little bit uh don't know how what to say. So don't know how to say, but like yeah, so uh yeah,
It's
that's
cool.
pretty
It's
much that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thank you.
But I think that is fine. I understand that the English is the first, but yeah, you explained quite well. I would also like to. By podcast, I'm coming to you, but Joy hasn't spoken. Joy, I would like you to also throw some insights here regarding some of the things that we have just mentioned. We talked about meme coins and utility, maybe plans for utility, and behavior of the community. Um, in Pi Open Mainnet, how do you see the community planning to behave like, or how do you guys plan, or should I rephrase by saying like, how is Pi in community preparing to succeed on Pi during Open Mainnet?
Uh, yes, thank you. I really, actually, I'm happy to get a chance to discuss with you about these questions because I have to confess that I'm not very familiar with what is the mem coin. Well, I know nothing about the crypto currency industry before I joined
Yeah.
Pi in community. Yeah, because
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so here what I just can let you guys know that what I learned from the Pine community since I joined Pine community in February of this year. So I just give you some information about it, and like what I said before, I'm not very loyal pioneers because I have not been consistently lighting the flash tab as project requires because the project team has been delaying the launch of the mainnet, especially everything like regarding the KYC issues in the Chinese region. The number of pioneers who have received KYC notifications and those who have passed KYC is very, very limited. And but in contrast, KYC is a relatively straightforward process outside of the Chinese region. So the project team also promised. Well, I just heard that the promise to address the issue this issue for Chinese pioneers, but it seems they have forgotten that commitment. I don't know what I don't know for sure, but it just feel like we are not treated fairly, so we're just being treated differently. And by that time, so there's how to say, I mean, I'm just starting some. Just forgive me my words. I'm just stating some facts. So instead of waiting
Okay.
hope, yeah, instead of waiting hopeless every day for the Pi Network mainnet to open or end, mechanically repeating the action of lighting the flash tab. So some visionary and forward-looking pioneers and who are also big shots in the crypto industry here in China have initiated the Pi In project. So November 9 of November 9, 2023. Yes, Pi In was born on the Bitcoin blockchain. It could be said that the Pi In is the first meme coin on the Pi Network mainnet. Since I joined the Pi In community, uh, I have witnessed I have witnessed its growth firsthand from just a few people with an idea and an attempt to what is now a Pi-in community of tens of thousands, with the numbers still growing daily. The entire community is progressing and progressing orderly in a healthy manner. So you you haven't been personally involved in the community building. You can't truly understand the hardships involved in this journey. So first, I think we need to understand context. Context. Most of members of Pi community are pioneers from the Pi network, and there's a big features of the Chinese pioneers is that they know very little about blockchain beyond the Lightning flash top, as Network project does not provide any blockchain knowledge. However, in the Pi community, we have Pi volunteers who teach us the basics of blockchain for free online every day. It is such as how to download the apps and how to create a Web3 wallet, how to purchase Pi and how to use Twitter. So you have seen they really worked so hard, um, really worked so hard about this. And since 2021, there have been ongoing calls online to open Pi networks mainnet. These efforts have been relatively dispersed. But what's more, the project team didn't provide a specific time for the mainnet work, but provided several necessary conditions for opening the mainnet work. So, however, our Pi community has already gathered over more than 20,000 Pi miners, Pi pioneers, with the core goal of accelerating the mainnet launch of Pi network and enabling everyone to gain the KYC rights and allowing pioneers to transfer access to mainnet, especially in China. So when a group of members with the same goal gather together, we can unleash even more stronger power. So to achieve our goal, our core strategy, I mean, in order to achieve our goals, Pi community has also made resolutions through meetings, worked together, and developed two core strategies. I can share with you. And the first is Pi community we have to continuously raise the Pi community influence through the marketing, and also we have to keep communicating with the Electros and the Pi core team. We also have some plans to make our goals. So the meme coin. So for meme coins, you guys know that for meme coins in the crypto market, the number and activity level of the community are core factors determining a meme coin's development potential. So we will continuously need to attract more crypto market users to join the Pi community and purchase Pi through marketing efforts. And at the same time, already collaborating, co-working, will continue to work with major crypto communities to enhance Pi community influence more broadly. And we also will conduct both online and offline global Pi promotion activities to let more people to know about Pi and understand the Pi story. So I believe that through all of these actions, we can attract more crypto market users and Pi pioneers willing to support rapid mainnet launch of Pi network. And also we will leverage various resources to contact with Pi core team and strive to negotiate with them offline and ensure that users who cannot pass KYC verification, especially in China, we can complete KYC and transfer their access to mainnet. So I really believe that the reason we can succeed during the Pi Network's mainnet launch is that we are a group of goal-oriented and determined praction practitioners, and we are united and harmonious and work through practical actions to move closer to our goals. Like just Gua shared with you, if you're familiar with Shiba's development history, you will know that our Pi communities association is very similar to the earlier, same as Shiba community, and we do more better than them, and most of the people knows that. So, yeah, I believe we will succeed. So this is my share. Thank you.
Very interesting, Joy. I got curious when you were speaking about a couple of things. Um, you know, first
Hey,
off,
hey.
starting from you, you said
So I wanted to share something with you because uh, as you're a good influencer and you have a lot of followers, there is a solid project that are searching real influencers. So if you want to work with them, are you interested to work with them?
sorry, Joe, we're having a conversation about meme coins in Pi Network, right? So let the conversation go on. If you have proposals or anything, you can always send it to your DM, right?
I have
Okay.
I have mentioned you in a comment section. Please reply there if you are interested, and they will contact you. Uh, I am just asking this much.
Uh, yeah. So Joy, sorry, I have to remove you because you're taking away from the conversation, right? I don't want to lose my train of thought. So Joy, you said you joined the Pi in community in February, right?
Yes, correct.
When did you become a pioneer?
Um, I you mean the pilot work pioneer? I remember me.
Yes.
It's a 2021. Yeah, this yeah. I think so, yeah. I can't remember.
2021.
Yeah, it's too late. I know. That's why I'm not commitment to too much like other pioneers. But by the time,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was just thinking. I prefer to trust it. It's a good project, but what make me think, parkour team themselves still keep 350 billion coins for themselves. Then, for example, in case the Pi network open the mainnet, what do you think? How many coins can go to the market? You think it's March World?
Well, we can't really tell because that data will
Hello,
be based
hello,
on
hello.
how many people are migrated and how many people are migrated and how much they have freed up, not locked up and all that. But I anticipate coins to be in the billions circulating. Right? I think it's already in billions coins circulating, if I'm not wrong,
Yes,
but I'm not sure of that data.
yes, correct. And I also asked these questions to Westy and about this, but for what I'm not like I said, I really don't know nothing about their crypto market and or crypto industry. I only know what is the BTC or a Bitcoin, and I know that a lot of people made a lot of money from this market. But from what I learned from Pioneer community, I noticed one thing: what is a centralized project and what is a decentralized project? So compare this for that make me think the Pi network is I mean right now in this stage is a centralized project that everything controlled by themselves and as a pioneers, what we can do is just follow their actions. We can do nothing. But Pi in just gave me more opportunity. And like the Shiba or the Res or these meme coin stories, you know that. So for what I'm thinking, I'm just thinking like, why not try try this chance? I mean, Pi is right here, and why not grasp this chance and use a small money and to get more uh, the big return. Well, that's what I hope. So this is my simple mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, forgive me for psychoanalyzing you, but it's just interesting to me. So that's why I'm asking you these questions. Because what I see, I know you think you joined Pi Network in 2020 or so, and you have not been committed to participating in the Pi community.
No.
But since you joined Pi in February,
Yeah.
you've been very active in Pi in promotions, right?
Yeah.
But your Pi in promotions have somehow made you become more active in the Pi network conversations, right?
Yeah.
So even though you joined Pi network before Pi in, I would say from the analysis that Pi in is the one actually taking you to Pi network and not Pi network taking you to Pi in because now because of your engagement with Pi or your thinking or your passion for it, you're somehow pushed to familiarize yourself more with Pi network, having these marketing events, having these Twitter spaces, listening to other well knowledgeable pioneers speak about Pi, you are actually getting more and more exposed to Pi ecosystem, and you will continue to be exposed until you have like a very, very strong grasp of what Pi network is. And even by open mainnet, when Pi in moves to Pi network, as you guys plan to do, it means that you're going to get more and more involved with the Pi network environment, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of underlines the point we were making earlier of the community value that meme coins can give to the ecosystem that they are minted on. In this case, the Pi ecosystem, whereby people have a passion for meme culture and doing stuff like that. They are just attracted by that meme coin into the ecosystem that meme coin is based on, and seeing that Pi Inc. uses the image of Pi, and they are being made by pioneers. The community is made of tens of thousands of pioneers. It underlines the earlier point of how meme coins, not just Pi in, because I imagine there are going to be lots of meme coins made during open mainnet. How each and every meme coin will have you know, their own value of leveraging internet sensation, as Benjamin noted earlier, using internet sensation to attract more people into the ecosystem. Regardless of the medium, the essence is that more people are coming, and by their continuous participation, they are getting more and more familiar with the Pi ecosystem. And by the way Pi ecosystem is designed, the way it is built, it's built in a far more impressive way than the usual ecosystems out there, whose conversations and use cases usually revolve around DeFi trading and all this kind of stuff. But people are going to be so impressed with what Pi Network has built with the utilities in place. So whatever the attraction is, I mean, I know that GCV was a big attraction for people because they started believing in a high value for Pi. They started taking Pi seriously, and they got into and when they took Pi more seriously, they learned more about the ecosystem, and many people would have been impressed by that. And gradually, even if their attention or energy shifted from the price discussions of GCV, their impression about the utilities in the ecosystem and the strong culture of pioneers trading goods and services, that would have impressed them more and give have a much more lasting impression and made them stick. So that's one medium. And what I'm saying is this meme culture will also be another medium to really attract lots of degenerates, permit me to use that term, lots of degenerates into the ecosystem, and they'll be surprised to find out that this ecosystem is quite different from the other ecosystems of memes where they've been participating all these years. I don't know if I'm making sense. Um, Benjamin, what do you think of what I just said? Does that make sense?
Yeah, Woody aptly submitted. One thing that we can all agree is we shouldn't forget that we are in what the ecosystem considers as enclosed mainnet. And just as
Right.
Joy have rightly put it, um, one thing that will help the power in meme coin community as well as their developers, they should understand that there is a stack wherein the Pi blockchain that powers the expression of the community is built around. All right. On the base layer is the blockchain, and there are many narratives of markets. Yeah, this market pretty much looks like child's play as we speak right now, because the biggest use case in the entire crypto industry is the crypto market, right? Which is pretty much the cryptocurrency market. Let's be specific. But that doesn't put to the waters potential markets that are emerging. One market that the Pi blockchain want to power is the attention marketplace, wherein you pay me for my attention. I pay you for your attention. So pretty much the likes of Pi in need to look how they can innovate around that marketplace. One thing for sure that I know is that the advertisement market players, the advertisement big players will definitely put a lot of budget around a marketplace, around a decentralized community wherein the participants in that community pay one another for attention. Very, very important. And pretty much uh, any meme that want to find some footing must also innovate how to seize that opportunity. The second marketplace that is a potential marketplace is the bartering marketplace. According to the white paper, our mobile mining app is a potential storefront with some POS functionality, wherein instantly we will be interacting with one another, of course, from proven data. This is why whatever we are doing at the Pi Miners terminal is very important. We have, for pretty much close to 3 to 4 years right now, been proving every day that we are not robots. And that data that we generate from our mobile terminal is pretty much information that is building towards what the blockchain is saying, a trust graph. In other words, a transactional graph that is built on trust. You are definitely not relating with someone who is pretty much anonymous or who is pretty much a nobody. Data from that terminal has proven for over the past 3 to 4 years that that is an active human being with valid, who has proven that he is a real human being, courtesy of KYZ, courtesy of liveness test, courtesy of, the list go on, just making more statement. So pretty much, this is another opportunity that meme solutions can innovate around. The truth of the matter is, if you want to be successful around the Pi ecosystem, you have to go beyond the norm, go beyond what is normal, go beyond what we have known as far as the market is concerned. Reasons being that the market as at we know it is a currency market. So pretty much you cannot go outside the currency boundary. But with the potential marketplaces, about 3 as documented in the Pi Network's white paper, you have to innovate. How do you innovate around monetizing attention? It's not pretty much as it has been in the past, wherein we will not be more informed that our attention does not translate to some tokens. When we go to Open Mainnet, I will begin to see how we are striving with monetizing attention, and how I begin to see that my submission on the Web3 space pretty much will give me more incentive if I will route it through the Pi ecosystem or the Pi community. What makes you think that you can get my attention for free? Now, when we now go into the fact that our mobile terminal is pretty much a full-fledged storefront and a full-fledged POS, wherein within the local LAN area network, within my local environment, and even through proxies, everything I am a standing transactional terminal. Now, I'm not talking about the dApps, which is the third marketplace. I'm not even talking about the dApp, because the dApps too are going to leverage on the marketplaces as far as the stack is concerned, because at the base layer is the blockchain. On top of the blockchain is the marketplace infrastructure that is built around monetizing attention. On top of the market attention, the attention marketplace comes a bartering marketplace. On top of these 2 layers, then comes the marketplace of decentralized applications, wherein the likes of memes comes to play. So it's not going to be the default that we have known thus far. Pretty much, it might put these big players in the decentralized community space. Is going to put fire on their heels. They will also have to innovate, because pretty much they also have the numbers, or rather they also boast of the numbers. And pretty much, if there is an alternative ecosystem wherein the community are really incentivized every second, we might see an exodus of community participants from these known warehouses or these known big players into an ecosystem wherein they know their attention will be monetized. So meme development, meme players, to be specific, I think Pi-in are just privileged to find themselves in a space where we are giving them the technical intrigues, the technical boundaries that has to do with open mainnet. Yes, Joy rightly said that at this point it looks pretty much centralized, and that's true, because pretty much it is some servers right now in California that is pretty much doing the in thing, while the thousands of servers that pretty much makes up the node community are pretty much at the point of transiting from testnet into mainnet. But according to the white paper, when the transition is 100% success, those emulation servers that pretty much led the way will be shut down. Now, when those servers are shut down, that's where pretty much we will move into what we call a decentralized community, where all players will survive by what they contribute and pretty much get incentive from their contribution. This is what I meant in the beginning when I said this community or this ecosystem is not a passive community. It's going to be an active
Right.
community. As passive, we just sit back, and when the market is favorable, we then come up, and when the market is pretty much down, we then hibernate to another market cycle. This is not going to be what we should expect if pretty much the white paper speaks volume, and the white paper is pretty much getting around doing what she ought to be. This is where I think is going to be a big fight. It's going to be a big fight because we are beginning to see how attention is pretty much a scarce commodity. We are beginning to see how
Yeah.
Web 3.0 in the innovators or solutions around the Web 3.0 space that have done a lot of airdrop activity and pretty much minted, permit me to say, insignificant reward. And they now see how the community reacted in a very unfriendly manner. I don't want to call numbers, I don't want to call names. And we have seen how those communities hear feedback directly from the community, or those innovative solutions get direct feedback from the community, how X project have done this, Y project have done this, revolving around the fact that we have come to an understanding that our attention is not cheap, our attention is not free. So Pi in, as you pretty much brainstorm around your potential solutions, knows that the centralized narrative of the Pi ecosystem pretty much may come to an end on the last week of the year, because those who are running testnet nodes at the blockchain have gathered sufficient data. Pretty much what the blockchain is pretty much doing right now is comparing the data to the point that these data is from the centralized servers and also the decentralized servers at testnet. They are parallel data, wherein switching will be seamless, because the whole idea is that the emulator servers will shut down, and those emulator servers are important to the whole goal from day one, because it brought about a protective edge. It enforced what we call the firewall infrastructure, because if it was pretty much a decentralized governance model at the enclosed mainnet, the firewall infrastructure cannot be 100% implemented. If you understand how DAO works through voting. And you can never have in a decentralized infrastructure, a decentralized blockchain project where 100% of the participants voted in one direction. It doesn't happen that way. It's just that the algorithm picks the highest vote. Thus, the development of the echoes of the blockchain, the development of the blockchain moves or tilts towards the consensus. For instance, how do we got to the advent wherein out of Bitcoin we now got Bitcoin Cash? It was a consensus activity. So somebody read the metadata of the block file and realized that he can steal in, and he actually stole in and minted 164 billion Bitcoins, not million, 164 billion Bitcoins. And before we say Jack Robinson, minimum of 3 participating nodes verified that broadcast. And in the Bitcoin blockchain, when 3 nodes use their cryptographic credential and verify an information, it becomes registered in the blockchain. So when that flaw was seen, the blockchain had to make a request for correcting that flaw. This is what gave call segregated witness. So it means that every section of the data file of the Bitcoin block has an inbuilt verification process. So it's not just one header that verifies everything that follows. Every section of the block file right now is verified. So you cannot steal in at the top or in the middle or below. But that happened by a consensus vote. So they made a vote, and the request was that we want to roll back the blockchain to the date before the intrusion. All the machines, not all the machines say yes, let's roll back. Some machine says no, let's continue. So for the machines in the blockchain that said yes, let's roll back, they are the ones who currently are called Bitcoin today. For the ones who refuse to roll back by updating their software, they are left to no option but to form what is called Bitcoin Cash today.
Hello, Ben, are you there?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can now. I think you got
Aha.
cut for you.
We might have had many instances of infringement resulting in forks and forks and forks and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade during the enclosed mainnet, even when participants are trying to get are trying to familiarize themselves with this infrastructure. So that's the plus of running the blockchain in the first phase or in the pre-open mainnet phase along the centralized infrastructural backbone. This will come to an end at open mainnet because the blockchain from the centralized side is comparing data from the decentralized side. Why? Even those who are running Pi nodes are pretty much pioneers who pretty much have built their roles. So definitely every machine is built on an existing functional miner node or miner mobile terminal. All right. So if you want to run a node, you are going to build it from your miner app. From your miner app, you link from your and pretty much the upgrade or the infrastructural installation goes upwards. So for the sake of joy, and we are pretty much coming to the last phase of the centralized part of this potential decentralized infrastructure. And I think it's important that you begin to make modalities to unlearn. Very important, unlearn, because meme narratives, DApp narratives, blockchain solutions narrative that will be built on top of the or on top of the base blockchain kernel called the Pi blockchain pretty much will do themselves huge disfavor if they will not seize the opportunity of the places at the layers below them. I've told you, definitely there are two layers of interaction wherein the community are already ripe for attention marketplace. What are you doing about monetizing attention? Battering marketplace. What are you doing about battering at the terminal? I mean, KYC data have shown that we have had successful KYCs across at least 240 countries. This is how wide the transactional graph can be. We may not say same for Ethereum, we may not say same for Bitcoin, but I want to guess the same because we cannot speak of. But based on valid information, we are talking about real human beings, not robots. We are talking about real human beings, not contract addresses, who have proven that they live and they operate across at least 240 countries. Do you understand the potential of that market? How are you willing to innovate so that you can seize these opportunities? It requires you to better get your brainstorming team to begin to prepare to unlearn so that you can relearn. Thank you.
This space is such a wonderful, wonderful uh, premise and opportunity for what's to come for meme coins during open mainnet. If you're thinking of being a meme coin during open mainnet, make sure you just listen to the recording of this space. Or if you know anyone, you know, building a meme coin, they should listen to the recording of this space. I mean, all the speakers here, we have all brought in so much wonderful angles that can serve as good research to help any development team building main coins. And as regards Pi in, it's an even bigger opportunity and privilege because Pi in has done outstandingly well in community marketing, and already they've been branding themselves as the first meme coin that's going to be on Pi mainnet. And if the community is rallying behind that, the branding tags and different marketing tags and all that, that gives a very, very big upper hand and a first mover advantage if Pi in can do, as Benjamin has recommended, try to innovate according to the solutions that will make your development relevant in the open mainnet and tap all of these opportunities that we are using this space to make you aware of. That just gives you more advantage than any other meme coin out there because already you've got great traction. Was it Agua who said you already have a market cap of $18 million out there, and you have tens of thousands of pioneers who are holding a Pi coin, and that's just the beginning. That's just the starting point. There's so much that can be leveraged with the mechanisms that are attached to Pi network and how you can just use that to make Pi explode. And yeah, this space particularly has also made me a bit more hyped, like just hyped generally for the prospect of meme coins. And I am really, really willing and open and looking to see how I can participate in that venture more because so far our before this space, obviously, for most of the community, our focus and how we are focused on participating as basically being uh, participating in building apps, mining, building our referral communities, and even in the black market, buying and selling of Pi and all of that stuff. But and some people are rightfully thinking about investing in some dApps that are being built. When open mainnet come, they hope to invest with Pi and stuff. But this angle of meme coins, the meme narrative, is so much limitless opportunities that are there that can be explored. And this space has even made my attention go in that direction even more. Yeah, so I'll be watching out for pin for Pi in. I always call it pin because according to English, if it's a double I, it's going to be pronounced as E. Right, so I'll be watching out for Pi in and see. Pi podcast, sorry, your hands have been up and I know you've not spoken. And you're supposed to be my co-host tonight, but Elon Musk somehow does not want you to be co-host. I keep adding you to be co-host, but the Twitter is glitching. Maybe because they took out Brazil from the platform, so the Brazilians are revenging. So yeah, Pi podcast, please come on board, and we have Crypto Nature after you.
Yeah,
Your mic is muted.
yeah. Thank you very much for giving me the mic. I'm sorry I came in a little bit late than expected. I thought the Twitter space was supposed to get started an hour prior to when it started, but then here we are.
Oh,
So
okay.
um a wise man once said that your looks will get you into the hall, but your brains will keep you. So in as much as we have memcoin and in as much as we have pi in doing every single thing at their power, doing every single thing as much as they can to be the first memcoin on the pi network blockchain. I believe if they continue with the efforts that they are doing, the efforts that they are putting in place and do things the right way, they'll get the right attraction and the result that they're heading and looking for. But then if they want to attain it, and if they want to reach uh, to that level where they will get uh, a good, healthy, I'll use meme coin, they have to have a utility based platform. And now, having you can have a community, a huge community, but which is wrongly educated. But you can have a small community of well structured, educated pioneers that could make a project skyrocket. Now, it's not the quantity that matters; it's the quality of people that surround a project. We can testify on some tap to earn applications or tap to earn uh, cryptos or tokens that are going on Telegram nowadays. The truth is, they can have millions of users, but then when it goes open or when it goes to public, it starts to under a cent. So having a good community is very good. Having a good community with a structured mindset and well educated in that aspect or a narrative tool, a project that is being developed is very, very important. Because if they don't have the right mindset, everyone will be looking for bailouts. And it's something that we've been seeing in the crypto space, repeating itself over and over and over. And I think Pi in or Pi inscription needs to take that into consideration and take very important on that. Now, the second thing that we can testify on these, on the second thing that us pioneers that have been engaging in Pi since 2018 or 2019 is that not only Pi Network has taken a very long period of time, but within this period, it took upon itself the initiative to educate its pioneers. That's the reason for the Twitter space that we were hosting earlier on. I think Mr. Benjamin was part of that. I think you, Hudi, have been part of that route as well. Other Pi pioneers have been doing incredibly fascinating trying to educate the mass on how to be safe in crypto and how to keep hopes and keep them all jacked up awaiting Pi Network Open Mainnet with the right mindset and structuring it the right way, irregardless of the fact that we would try and we will educate a lot of people as we could with the past to the space that we did along the years, but a lot of people are still bailing out in the project because of their impatience and they want instant gratification, which is okay. Not everybody has the patience to await a project for over half a decade and they're still in the game. It takes some guts. I mean, all of us out here that are here today, I mean, we have some guts feeling and we have the God given ability to be able to still hold on Pi Network, regardless of its some discouragement that we might have encountered along our way. Some people have even sold out their pie. But then it doesn't mean that just because those tiny fractures of individual have been or have given up on the project, but the majority that the Pi Network took upon themselves the initiative, the Pi Network core team decided to do things in a right manner and educating the population while bringing an innovative cryptocurrency project that is trying to revolutionize the crypto space. I think that is what that is one of the example that a Pi inscription need to copy from Pi core team. Now, just because a meme coin is be or will be or because just because a meme coin goes on the Pi network blockchain when Pi network goes live, guarantee the success of that meme coin. Even if Pi network has a good utility based platform, it is Pi network utility based platform. Unless that meme coin knows how to tap into that the mother's utility based platform, which is Pi core team, unless the memcoin knows how to tap into those utility in a technical manner
Mm.
and get into integrating themselves with those utility, that it will automatically give them value or bring value to the quote unquote token in question. Now it has a it's not like you would just go on a blockchain and you just be there without doing anything, and you think that your token is going to like skyrocket because the mother token or the mother cryptocurrency has already done all the job. No, the mother currency has its community that they built, and they have a specific mindset in a way that they approach that project. Now, if you are coming to attach yourself to that mother currency, you need to bring something that will intrigue its community to try to give a listening ear to what it is that you're bringing on board. If it correlates with the mother, with the mother community that it has been building for years, because if it doesn't correlate, there's a high possibility that you won't get the attention or the attraction that you were aiming for. But if you do things the right way and in a very good and structured manner, and most importantly, memcoin, you educate your community and your audience on having and how to be patient in the crypto space and having a diamond heart without bailing out when the bear market comes in, or when the market shrinks, or when the market goes into a hard time. That will be the number one, or one of the factors that will make a meme coin very, very successful in the long run. Now, in as much as Mr. Aiko said something about Pi core team being very, very, very attentive onto project that will come into the Pi network blockchain, I think that was the reason one, the number one factor why Pi Network even started putting KYC in the first place, because they're trying to build something different, not something that anybody can just come into their ecosystem, attack them, or make something fraudulent on their blockchain. I think all of this aspect, all of this thing that the Pi team are putting in place is for the safety of its community that they've built over the years, and nobody would like to ruin their community with anything that the thing that could affect their community. So as a result of that, if any memcoin will be or could go into the Pi Network blockchain coming open mainnet, there would be a possibility of uh there will be a vetted possibility coming from someone, or there will be something like a KYC to certify that this thing belongs to so and so person. Because if that was the case, I don't think the Parkour team would have built this project and coming out with their image and saying, "Hey, I am Pi Network. I am Dr. Nicholas Kokalis, and I am Sheng Dianfang. I'm the founders of Pi Network." If not, they would have stayed in the dark, and they wouldn't want anything. Also, another thing is you see all the dApps that are coming up. They know the people that are behind it. They have names, they have pictures, they have past KYC, they have a wallet. They have their own wallet, which means even if Pi inscription is to go on the Pi Network blockchain coming up a minute, they would need to have their own blockchain wallet. Thank you very much for listening. I'll hail the mic for the moment.
Thank you for the podcast. Thanks a lot. I I was while you were speaking, I remember I saw you post about some offline thing that you organized recently uh, regarding Pi In, and made me remember Joe was talking about the plans for Pi In, how the community plans to succeed in open minded, and she talked about the online and offline promotions, and seems like you already started doing that. As I saw in Cameroon, I think only Cameroon is the only place I've seen like an offline Pi In event. Is that right?
Yes, yes, we did something. We brought it into with before even bringing it or realizing that in place here in Cameroon. We had to like talk to our community about Pi inscription at first. We had to sensitize them, and we had to like tell them the pros and the cons when it comes to any meme coin, because market volatility is is uncertain, and we might as well have a good project. And every time I want to talk to somebody about any crypto project, I always use a disclaimer. and I always do that. And I believe that's the thing that I've built, that have made me build a very good community in Cameroon, with a very good community in Cameroon, by doing things honestly. And they see with my personality, I am not there for self interest. I am not there to make them or convince them to do something just because I have my own interest at heart. But I will bring the project to my community and I'll tell them, look, this is what it is, and these are the facts. I'm not here to tell you fictions. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, but these are the things that I believe that have a huge upside potential. But here are the pros and here are the cons. Now it's your choice to join or not to join. I won't convince you, I won't force you either way. But this is a project that have a huge upside potential in the nearest future in the Pi ecosystem if they do things the right way. So I think my community was receptive to this, and they really really engaged in it. And the first Pi inscription offline, trade fair and seminar at the same time was a blast, and I was not expecting it to be as successful as it was. Thank you, Mr. Woody, for that question.
Yeah, I mean, anything that has action, count me in. I'm sure you know that already. I love seeing things happen. I hope to see more of such action.
Of course.
It open mainnet
You
and
remember?
getting closer.
Yeah, you remember when we did the Pi Revolution movement? I mean, it was amazing as well.
All right, all right. Don't worry, more of that soon. So I wanted young uncle, your hand is
Hello,
up. Uh,
Woody. Hello, guys. Hello, Woody.
hey,
Thank
young
you, thank
uncle.
you. This is
I have
my
not heard. Sorry, hold on. I know that there are lots of Chinese audience as well listening from different platforms, streaming and all that. But I have not heard anyone speak Chinese on this platform. I am dying to hear someone speak Chinese. If you are Chinese, say
okay.
something in
Okay.
Chinese before you go in English.
Uh, last time I very thank you, Woody. This is my speaker in Twitter once, but I said thank you, Woody. Uh, Hi guys. Hi Woody. Um, uh, I have I am a pioneer in 4 years. 4 years.
Okay.
The 4 years. Uh, about today's topic and about Pi and Pi in. I think it has been successfully. I want to say something. Um, Thank you. Uh, I
Sure.
I 对 I have been a piano I have a piano for 4 years and I build of the paying community. Um, I have a had about you in the Pi Network International community
Yeah.
for a long time. For a long time. It is
Yeah.
great to meet you in space today.
Thank you.
Today,
Thank you. Yeah.
this is my first time to speak in English in space. I later
Wow.
never, but I'm very happy. Also, my first time to Mr. Woody. So finally, please remember me name Young Uncle on Twitter. Thank you, everybody.
Speak Chinese. Speak Chinese. You want to hear a little bit of Chinese?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. 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 Congratulations, uncle. Thank you for being brave. I mean, this is what makes community interesting. People making the effort to break the language barriers. I mean, it just reminded me again of the GCP time in 2022, and despite the language barrier on a very big scale, we still had so much thousands of people putting in the effort to participate in the conversation making translators available, just so that that community can be united, the culture can be upheld, and it's just amazing. I'm so happy to be part of this wonderful community. Thank you for making the effort, young uncle, and other listeners and speakers who have made great efforts to make this conversation a success. Thank you so much, Crypto Nature.
What?
Sheng Sheng Hing Hang.
What
I
was
I
that?
I I heard you about 3 years as my friend Doris, and you, Doris, is your friend?
Doris Yee.
Yes, Doris. Uh, he's is
Yeah.
living Canada.
Oh, I made her my friend some time ago, but she turned out to be a fraud. So she unfriended herself from me. She was trying to do some shady things. So yeah, I was her friend, but she was not my friend. So that's on her. I was good to her. I was good to her, but she wasn't very, very good to me at the end of the day. Yeah.
Thank you, Albert. Thank you.
So, hello guys.
Yeah, Nature, how you doing?
Uh,
I'm fine, GM everybody. So, Woody, you are hungry to hear someone speak Chinese. So, currently, I'm calling you from Beijing and Shung Xing Hang Long Hang. So, yeah, this means
Hi, hi, Bishang. This is Bishang.
Shung Hang Xing Hing. Okay, guys.
Have fun.
It's good to be here. Yeah. It's good to connect with the Pi family again, right? We are not seeing much of Pi spaces online, right? Even with the what's it called? Even as we approach the open mainnet, right? We're supposed to be having more of these, and I'm super excited. I these days I don't know why I don't hop on spaces more often, right? But yeah, as I just let me check my X to make a couple of tweets, and I saw this space. I said definitely I'm stopping by. So before I proceed, would you thank you for actually bringing this space together? I think the Pi community has been, how will I put it, scattered for a very long time. So it is high time we get back together, get united, and focus on the main goal.
We're coming
So now
back,
let me
baby.
just
We're
add,
coming back.
that's the spirit. That's what we want. Let's come back. Let's get back together, right? And then, believe me, we are a very strong community. I've been in the Pi community from day one. That's what actually brought me to X. Woody knows that, right? So we can do great things together if only we collectively put efforts together. So now, let me actually, contribute on the topic we have. Talking about meme coins on Pi, right?
Mhm.
To be very honest, it's going to be lit. You get the point.
I know,
It's going to
right?
be very lit.
Very late.
Yes, because now, was this lady Joy Lee said something. She said personally she don't even know what meme coins are, and then the Pi network are not educating them. She feel it's more centralized than decentralized. Yeah, just like what Mr. Benjamin said. Yeah, it is true for now. It is very centralized because what the Pi core team have all the controls. We are still in the enclosed mainnet, just like the name implies, enclosed mainnet. So we are still limited to what we can do, how we can do, and when we can do it, right? But by the time we hit the open mainnet, it's going to be very much decentralized, and then you see a whole lot of things coming into life, and then you see a whole lot of communities coming into action. So now let me try to explain briefly and shortly for some of you that don't really know what is a meme coin, right? So basically a meme coin is a token, right? Drive for fun, or should I say created for fun. Now there are different kind of meme coins. We have utility meme coins, we have politics narrative meme coin, we have celebrity meme coins, and then we have different kind of meme coins, right? So now depending on what kind of meme coins the Pi ecosystem want to actually adapt to, but I can tell you of a fact is meme coins are good, right? They are good, right? And then it helps spread the word for an ecosystem very fast. It also helps spread love within an ecosystem. Now, if you check out what the Solana ecosystems are doing, the transaction volume, the this and this, the that and that, the hype on Sol, and then now gradually diversifying into ton. If you check it, most of the things driving it, right, backed by utility, no cap. But the meme coin is what is actually spreading the noise very, very fast. You get the point. So we cannot dispute that fact. And then seeing good utility meme coins, maybe during the open mainnet, you can see a meme coin tag Woody, see a beautiful NFT collection, right? They are all memes. And then for the love and support of the community, we all drive it. It's pump 100x, 20x. People will make money out of it, right? So now, mind you, meme coins are created for fun, right? Along the line, they can choose to become a utility meme coin, no cap. Now, people that come online, at least the Chinese are more familiar with Shiba and now Bonk, right? Now, using Shiba as a case study, Shiba started with zero utility. It started with zero utility. Shiba sent to, I think, all-time high was around $44 billion MC, if I'm not mistaken. That's huge. That's huge. Currently, it's bigger than the market cap of Bitcoin Cash itself, right? Compared to the what's it called, the previous all-time high in 2021. It has zero utility, but it sends that high. You get the point? The community support it, they drive it, and then they push it. So meme coin to be good for the Pi network, right? People will make money and people will also lose money. It's basically that simple. Is that simple. People will make a whole lot of money, people will also lose money. And for now, don't expect to, like, okay, have a meme coin around Pi network, and then for some reasons it does not strive, and then you'll be offended or feel you know bad, right? It's basically normal per se, because what, we are still in the enclosed mainnet. So if you are building any meme coin currently now, right, around Pi network, you are definitely hosting it on a different blockchain, right? And then the people that will be seeing it are not people that are pioneers per se. Majority of them are not pioneers, so that you cannot expect them to easily understand the narrative you are bringing into them. Talk more of them falling in love with it and then pushing it to a very crazy amount, right? But if you are launching a meme coin related project, right, on Pi, and then you are launching it on Pi blockchain, definitely you definitely see people like Woody push it, you see people like Benjamin, you see myself push it, you see people like Vindicated, you see all these top pioneers, Pixar guy, and a whole lot of pioneers pushing it. So you expect to have the Pi community backing you up in no time, right? But now if you are launching a new project and then you target Pi meme coin, but then the people promoting it are not pioneers, so they are showing that project, or should I say, they are bringing the project to people that have zero knowledge about what the Pi ecosystem is all about. So you get the point. And it is important, beyond coming to spaces, try to understand what the bio ecosystem space is all about and then what they are trying to achieve. Personally, I've been bullish and I'm still bullish, regardless the delay in the open mainnet, regardless the challenges we are facing in KYC and stuff like that. I'm so super bullish on the Pi ecosystem itself and then what the future holds for us pioneers, right? Pi is going to be great. I have no doubt about it. I'm very, very certain on that. Now, currently, Pi is traded depending on your region, though. But from my region, Pi is like currently traded around, should I say, some people trade it at 650, some people trade it at 700 in the black market, right? It is not yet on mainnet. The IOU they did for Pi, depending on the exchange you are trading it, some exchange, Pi IOU traded as high as $54. That's massive. It's a success already. You get the point. It's a success. I think when the IOU stuff all started, right, in less than 48 hours, around 13 exchanges have listed it already. And then you see it playing around above $1 and as high as 150 on other exchanges. So Pi is a good project. It's a sleeping giant waiting for the right time for it to like fly and soar, right? There is no better time for you to actually take your Pi serious than now. And mind you, Pi is going to be very, 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 please repeat it again, very, very difficult for you to mine as time goes on. The halving happens every month. It's not even like Bitcoin. So with time, Pi is going to be more difficult for you to farm than Bitcoin, right? So it's going to be this. It's more easy to get one Bitcoin than having one pi. That's just the fact. I think Saudi has around over 400 referrals, right? And then should I say roughly over 100 uh active miners, but he cannot boast of, let's say, having 20 pi in 24 hours. I don't think so. You get the point. And then it keeps slashing every month. So for every second wasted is an opportunity for you to have more pi. And also this is a big, should I say, call or cry out to those selling excuse me, to those selling their pi. Please and please, 700 is a peanut compared to what your pi really worth. And I'm still saying it. If you sell 10,000 pi today, if you sell 1,000 pi today, in the next 3 years you cannot get it, no matter how active you are. Without missing any hour, any day, you can never get it in the next 3 years. You cannot get that amount, 1,000 pi. You can never, right? After the open mainnet, a whole lot of people will get onboarded into pi. Mark my word. Currently now, the pi community is boasting of 60 million, right? Organically. After the mainnet, don't be surprised to be hearing 100 million, 70 million, and then thereabout like that. If sorry, I'm not looking down on any other project, but if a project, right, just a bot project on Telegram network, right, the open network, right, is boasting of 250 million communities with no utility, nothing serious. Let me just put it that way. Think of what Pi Network will do with all the utility, with everything they already have on ground, the support, the crazy communities. Bro, it's very, very easy for us to send to any amount you can think of. Now, the GCV comes, and then some people, Mr. Woody was talking about it and then mentioning Doris Yen and stuff like that. We started the GCV campaign all in the spirit of harmonizing the the Pi community and stuff like that. But then some people find their way around it and then try to thwart our efforts by bringing in something that is not related to what we already believe and we are preaching, right? But I keep telling you is that collectively as a Pi community, we can do greater things. That's number one. And let's just focus. Please and please, it is not advisable you sell your Pi. It is not advisable. I don't know why I keep emphasizing on this, because definitely in no time, the open mainnet is now certain that we are entering the open mainnet 2025. And it is not even 2025 Q3, no. It is targeted 2025 Q1. So January, February, we should be live. So with all the waiting you've been mining since 2019, is it now that you want to still sell your Pi? They can entice you with $1 per Pi. They can entice you with $1.5 per Pi. It is not still worth your Pi. Thank you so much, guys. And I raise my case.
Thank you for your very, very, very enthusiastic delivery. I love your spirit. I love your spirit. Yeah, young uncle, your hands have been off while nature was speaking. You want to say
Thank
some
you,
more
Woody.
things? Yeah.
Thank you, Woody. Woody, you are my hero, especially in the Pi international community. Naked.
Thank you.
This is my first time to speak in Twitter. Speak Polly. Also, we nervous, but we all need to the first time, just like me, like my first time to Woody.
Yeah.
So Pi-in can also be your first time, be yours first time. Uh, uh, in 2024, let's have a Pi-in together to the moon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Woody.
Right, fly into the moon. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, like I said, I mean, this conversation so far have actually gotten me hyped about meme coins prospects in Pi Open Mainnet, and I'm
Hello,
gonna be paying
hello.
more
Can you hear me,
attention.
guys?
Yeah, who's
Okay,
speaking?
I hope Woody, Mr. Woody, coming and Pi-in communicator. We are together to building the Pi-in communicator. Thank you.
Let's see about that. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a good impression after this space. And uh, it's, I mean, this space was just to discuss prospect of meme coins. And I like that Pi In willingly, wanted to be part of this and be in the forefront of this conversation. And I saw that the community was really, really actively pursuing that goal. So, I mean, big ups to you guys. Congratulations to you guys. It has given a very good impression to me, I think. I don't know about everybody else in this space, but I, I think that it's a good impression generally to everybody in this space. And somehow it kind of like rallies our consciousness and hopes that, oh, hopefully Pi In will be successful for in open minutes so that it can be like what should I say, like a template, like a successful template for other meme coins to follow in Pi open minutes. So somehow maybe we are indirectly rooting for the success of Pi In, and I mean, and I'm very very open minded towards it right now. Unlike unlike the way I was earlier this year, where I was a bit, annoyed by the whole, spamming. But yeah, I'm more open-minded towards Pi In right now, and curious to see how the marketing activities take Pi In to the next level, and what value, most importantly, what value it brings to our general Pi ecosystem, to the Pi community. I think I'm more invested in seeing how Pi In can bring more value to the Pi ecosystem. So this is where Pi In community and Pi In team needs to get creative, innovative, like Benjamin was saying, and see how you can tap into the foundation of this ecosystem and provide value. And if you do that successfully, I don't think anything can stop the community from opening its arms and welcoming you with full 100% acceptance. The community will embrace you if you're really providing value to the ecosystem. I think that's what the community wants. All good for Pi. So yeah, thank you guys so much. This space has gone on longer than I intended it to, but that's because any very, very good, interesting space is going to be very, very difficult to end. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for speaking. I see your hand is up, Hygiene Nigeria, and who else hasn't speaking on the speaker slot? Pi in community account, you have not spoken. ETO, I accepted you have not spoken. So there are some thoughts to share on the topic, and then we can just take last words from IQ. I would really love to hear IQ, uh, you know, give some closing remarks on this. Yeah, so Python Nigeria, your hand is up.
Yeah, thank you so much, Woody. Thank you so much. It's a great privilege having uh to be here today. Thanks for bringing me up. Thanks for bringing us up. I want to say a big thank you to you. And I've been on the space, listening to all the conversation, and it's been great. It's been great. It's been great so far. And
Yeah.
when Mr. Benjamin was speaking, in fact, it's been great. Mr. Benjamin have been a good educator in this space. I want to say a big shout out to you for bringing up this space, because I personally, as a person, I've learned a lot in this space. And speaking as a brand, yeah, we need the meme coins to come on board, because I feel with the prospect of having meme coins and yeah on the ecosystem, just like what our crypto nature said, it is gonna double or triple the community base, the community base. Look at what is happening currently on the ton ecosystem right now, whereby the community keeps getting increased daily, day by day. So having to have meme coins coming on board, I think is gonna make Pi network go. I think in the next in the, by 2025, I think Pi network will be the biggest, or let me say the hottest coin in the whole world, because the way everything is going. I think everyone is being gingered right now, coming on board. Those who have been sleeping, slumbering are now back on board. And that's thanks to you, Woody, for the great jobs you have done. I don't really have much to say, but I just want to say, but by the time the meme coins comes on board and you're looking for where to shop and spend your power to buy goods and services, you can always come to Pioneer Mall. We're ready 24/7. We offer good deliveries and we offer good services to everything you wanna get on the mall. So we are available. We are available, and we're there. And we hope to having you, Woody, as our guest speaker one day. I hope you grant us the opportunity to have you as a guest speaker one day. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate the opportunity, sir. And Mr. Benjamin, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Faichi. No, wahala. Let's carry on that conversation. I mean, let's have at least anything to push the community culture forward. It's more than welcome, right? I'm here. Um, uh, so yes, Bob, hi. Yeah, I was looking for you, Bob. Hi, in community.
Hello. I'm so sorry. I have some connection issue when the
Okay.
space start. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I solved the problem.
Oh, wonderful.
I can't agree more with Mr. Wesley. The utility is essential for a mimicron, but I think nowadays the project in CryptoSpace can identify by two different catalog. One is a utility token, and another one is a Mimicon. Yeah, as Crypto Natural mentioned, Mimicon is most of Mimicon is for farm, but I may have add some another exam for is about the political financial Mimicon. This this is on trade since middle of last year. It's short for political fi Mimicon. It created the interactive of political finance and crypto. I may have a exam for this sector. Is Mega. I think most of people who play with Mimicon, they know this coin is short for Make American Great Again. One of the Donald Trump's slogan for their election. Uh, I think Pine is similar with is much more similar with Mega. Is a social is like a social is driven by a social movement. Uh, so the token, political mimicron or the token behind a social movement have showed their meme can capture mass attention and acceptance from the crypto community. As we know, the mega they increase their market value increased from 10 100,000 to around 8 million within less than a year. Yeah, I think Mimicom and Mimicom is essential for a blockchain project. Is for especially for nowadays, as mentioned by uh, Crypto Natural just now, Solana. Uh, 25% of the trading volume contributed by the Mimicom. So I think Pine will have a great contribution to the Pi network, and is a essential part of Pi network after it launches mainnet. Yeah, that's my option. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob. Good to hear from you. And yeah, the the narratives are similar. I mean, they're all mixed, right? Whether political or animal, and whichever. It's just the same culture that drives everything. People like crypto nature said, we create this thing for fun and people things that people can relate to and people can easily accept, as Benjamin noted, and stuff like that. But so yeah, looking forward. At the end of the day, I'm just looking forward to um, what Pi is willing to do to innovate, to innovate their approach towards tapping into the Pi base, right? Because once they do that, yeah, sure, you're going to succeed. So ETO is the only person here who hasn't spoken. You want to
Yes, yes,
speak?
yes.
ETO, you
Hello.
want to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
ETO is not responding. So I would just call on Benjamin and IQ to give us some very brief closing remark regarding this topic, and yeah,
Yeah,
IQ.
Woody, I think the last couple of things I would just mention would be to, you know, just sort of reiterate that we're very welcoming of having mem coins on and even normal
Yeah,
tokens. We, with the KYC and all that, that really should mitigate any problems with scams or any rug pulls or anything like that. Hopefully, and for the anyone that's building any projects building onto Pi, it's important to note that, with all these 60 million pioneers, whether they've got 100 coins, 1,000, 10,000 coins, there's a lot of liquidity there that, everyone's wallets already have. Right. So any
right.
sort of mem coin or project that comes on, there's instant liquidity out there on the network.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I think it's always a rewarding opportunity to rub minds with excellent minds. I'll
Yeah,
wrap by saying, I'll wrap by saying, we are in for a lot of exciting development and opportunities as far as the ecosystem is concerned. First of all, let's not forget uh, everything will build into Pi Network's economic model. Just as the last speaker in his earlier submission rightly said, we're not an anonymous blockchain society. We're not an anonymous blockchain community. One thing that has been very strange to the Web3 and the blockchain space is the issue of trust. So we had to rely on cryptography because you see, I can't trust you. You can't trust me. But Pi Network is taking herself out to build a solution on top of cryptography and add a trust infrastructure, a trust narrative on top of it. This will mean various things to various people. And if on day one, we begin to see cross blockchain, multi-chain interactions wherein the trust future coming from our own side of the transaction, our own side of the conversation is pretty much putting a lot of things into perspective. It will speak volumes. Now with meme coins even pitching their tent on the existing available narratives, communities, marketplaces, as potential as they are right now, when they become full-fledged and we begin to cap it,
we begin to cap it the way the currency market is capped. Pretty much, you now understand what I mean. Somebody just gave us a figure of Shiba Inu at its peak, around 44 billion plus in market cap. And the currency market is even gearing to even be an explosive market when it comes to the investments that are coming into it. I think we're looking at around 10 trillion thereabout on the average. On the average, some people are expecting a blow off to even 13 to 14 trillion market cap come when the bull run is at its peak. What am I trying to say? Trying to say that all these things will even make our economic model even more concrete, because you see, we are at one way or the other. While you guys are at the road to open mainnet, I'm also at the road to seeing scarcity come full-fledged in the Pi ecosystem. The first scarcity is pretty much when we hit 100 million active participants in the ecosystem. By that time, we will exhaust the free 1 Pi that is given to every new participant, because the beginning of the scarcity model built by the Pi network means that when we reach 100 million, there will be no more free Pi. And the implication of no more free Pi means the next set of guys coming must hustle for their 1 Pi, which is the fee for KYC. And you now understand that they cannot even have ecosystem expression without passing KYC. So pretty much what will be based on the formula that we have as today, how many days will it take the new guy in the post 100 million participants of the economy, of the community? How many minutes, how many hours, how many days will it cost the person?
For real?
Then at that time, it will make sense that you will have to hustle for your first Pi.
Wow.
And what will you even do with that, your first Pi? You will spend it on applying for KYC. Then you will begin to have room to tip and toe and flex in the community. That's one. It also goes further to make us understand that we will now understand that our mobile mining option to mint Pi will be insignificant, because more people will come, and when more people will come, the hashing formula will also be different, or rather will be more difficult. And when it's more difficult, it will now give us the option not to settle for making Pi through the mobile mining app. This is where the referral incentive, because in the supply of Pi is broken into many options. The first option is the Pi that comes from mining. The second option is the Pi that comes from referral incentive. And the third option is the Pi that comes from developer activity. So definitely, we all will not be satisfied with the Pi we make from our mobile mining app. All of us will begin to start to do one thing or the other to push the referral bonuses to our wallet. And we'll be doing a lot, because with what is at stake, we cannot just relax with the fragments that come every day. In fact, in my previous spaces, I was saying that I'm praying, come open mainnet, we'll cross 100 million. Come open mainnet, it will take somebody 104 days to mint 1 Pi. Technically, at least 3 months. Then tell me how you're going to blow it insignificantly, if it's going to take you at least 3 calendar months to mint 1 Pi. And that 1 Pi, for the post 100 million participants, they will spend it on KYC. It means it will take them probably 6 months before they spend in the ecosystem. Something like that. Having said that, with the narrative that are memes, with the narratives that it's also going to be a healthy and a potential breeding space for meme solutions. What does it tell you? It tells you that yes, the Pi network really want to solve the problem created by the Bitcoin blockchain, in the sense that there was scarcity on the left, but there was no accessibility on the right. So even if you want to have Bitcoin today, the truth of the matter is you can't, except you have money. Because either way, when you want to go to the infrastructure level, you will spend money to have the machines that are of the highest processing power. It's not something you get over the store. It's not something you get in your pocket. At the same time, because of the halving introduced in the Bitcoin economic model, every 4 years, Bitcoin gets more costly. Pion Network on the other side says, we still want to keep the scarcity model, but we also want to make it accessible to every person. So it looks like till thy kingdom come, you will still have the right to mint Pi using your mobile phone. But with more people, it means that yes, you have access, but it will take you more days. I think we can remember the days where we were making 70, 80, 200 in every 24 hours. Now, pretty much is 8 days. This is by virtue of the active miners. So, what happens if the active miners doubles? We should be thinking of 16 days. What happens if the active miners triples? We are talking about 24 days. What happens if the active miners goes 10x? We are talking of 80 days before you can mint one Pi based on base rate. These have economic implications to those who are considering building a solution on top of this ecosystem. And with it's fun, but there's also huge economic implications at the ecosystem wise, currency wise, transaction wise. Go and check most of the people who pretty much want to give you something for some Pi. They'll be asking so much Pi. That's not the problem. Come back 9 months after open mainnet. Nobody will give you that Pi for what you want to sell. That's just the truth. Thank you very much.
Time will come. Thank you very much, Ben. The time will come when people will not be asking for urgent 2K again. You'll be begging for 1 Pi for KYC. That's what it means. Right, that will be the focus. Thanks so much, guys. I am really, really grateful to everyone who has really dropped. Uh, Good point, good discussions in this space. Um, there's nothing that I want to say that hasn't been said. So it just a reminder that the best is yet to come, right? And it means that the best is also going to demand our best. It means all the work we'll be doing so far as a community is going to be uh, like a starter compared to what we need to do when we are full swing into open mainnet. This goes for pioneers who are mining. This goes for developers who are building dApps. This goes for people who are building meme coins. This goes for all of just everything. And I really want to encourage everyone to stick through and keep your eyes out for how you can capitalize on the opportunities that present themselves to you. Connect with pioneers. Show up. I'm really grateful for how you guys have showed up for this discussion. It has impacted me, and if it impacted me, I know for sure that it has impacted everybody here in this place. Um, Joy, how do you feel now about Pi Network and Pi In for open minutes? let's hear let's hear how you feel before we end.
Okay, thank you very much. And you know what? Since I joined the Pi community, I feel like I've become busier than the president of our country. Of course, with meetings to
Right.
because with meetings to attend every day, I really don't know that how much there's so many meetings in crypto industry. That's my feeling. But I learned a lot about blockchain related knowledge in the daily. So especially learn you guys IQ Benjamin and you guys talk about the meme coin and the Pi network. It make me learn a lot. So I really appreciate guys for your speech. And although it's busy in the but I'm happy. I really appreciate also the strong cohesion of the Pi community. I believe that as long as we unite, we everyone unite as one, our Pi community will shine like Bitcoin in the near future. So now India actually is best time to hold Pi-in and join the Pi-in community, and let's work together and to fight for our own token. That's my opinion. Thank you very much.
Very apt, very apt. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. We'll, I hope to see the Pi In team doing more, penetrate the community, and unite everyone if possible behind the mini. Because if it happens, then come open mainnet is gonna be a big bang, I'm sure. So good luck. Young uncle?
Yanko? Yeah. Yes. Last time I thank you, Woody. Thank you. Uh,
You know, Udi, you have tons of big fans in China. It's because I'm not going to say 100% Pi pioneers in China knows you, but you're really a big hero in every Pi pioneers in Chinese community, Pi community. Uh, so how to say, they really want to I just learned that a lot of Pi, especially Pi miners, and they also joined the Pi community. They really want to say hello on the space to you, and they feel like it's really excited because they can talk to you face to face. Like you have a big image in their mind. So really appreciate your support, Pi community, and I hope our space can attract more Pi pioneers globally to join us. So it would be great. Thank you.
Thanks so much for the message. I absolutely adore and appreciate the Chinese pioneers as well. I mean, like I said earlier in the space, you guys reminded me of the GCB time where the Chinese energy was really, really felt and in all the activities that we were doing. And I really appreciate them. I was supposed to be in China in late 2022 in the Thai community over there in Kunmi, yeah, in Kunmi, they had a summit. Yeah, they had a summit, and yeah, and they invited me over to Kunmi for the summit, the conference. But it close when it was like 2 weeks to my date of travel. I mean, the COVID situation over there got worse, and it affected the travel plans, and I could not make it over to Kunmi anymore. But yeah, I welcome. Looking forward to more opportunities to connect with the Chinese community because our 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 energies, our energies seem to match each other very very well. Yeah. So yeah, looking
Yeah,
forward to more opportunities.
yeah. Spying community is not one person; it's a spying army. You have seen that they will attack your trace as long as you trying to speak something. So it, they are really enthusiastic for this project. So yeah, I'm happy for this and happy to be one of the spying community builders. So well, I really appreciate everyone. Thank you, really thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for the space. I'm going to end it now. Really grateful to all the speakers. It would not have been a success without your inputs, and the conversation cannot be heard by one person. So thank you so much. I hope that when we have the next space again, hopefully if we do, we'll all show up and advance the conversation because as we advance it, we get closer to open mainnet, right? So let's do the best we can and come together as a community. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye from here, Woody, Nigeria.
Bye bye.